Top 5 Best Cities to Visit in Europe. Bruges, Belgium. Bruges is one of the main reasons people travel to Belgium. It's one of the most famous medieval cities in Europe, boasting historic buildings, scenic canals, and attractive cobblestone streets. In fact, the entire historic center is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Laced with canals, it was one of the great North European trading ports in late medieval times. With pointy gilded architecture, stay-while cafes, vivid time tunnel art, and dreamy canals dotted with swans, Bruges is a heavyweight sightseeing destination with attractions such as ride a bike along a canal, munch mussels and wash them down with the world's best beer, savor heavenly chocolate, and see Flemish primitives and Michelangelo. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik is the cool capital of Europe. Great nightlife, cafes, and restaurants. The Blue Lagoon, whale tours, and mesmerizing scenery are all easy day trips. The world's most northerly capital, Reykjavik has a sense of space and calm that comes as a breath of fresh air to travelers, accustomed to the bustle of the traffic-clogged streets in Europe's other major cities. Although small for a capital, Reykjavik is a throbbing urban metropolis, compared with Iceland's other built-up areas. If you're planning to visit some of the country's more remote and isolated regions, you should make the most of the atmosphere generated by this bustling port, with its highbrow museums and a buzzing nightlife. Not far from Reykjavik, admire the lights from Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The large hill that rises above the park is a great viewing spot for the northern lights. The beauty of Thingvellir is only enhanced by the flashing night sky. Traveling Reykjavik on a budget is difficult as Iceland is definitely not a cheap country. However, it is possible to see a lot without going broke if you are smart. You won't be living large if you're here to backpack, but Iceland is worth the expense. Santorini, Greece. Santorini is the most spectacular island in Greece, and one of the geologic treasures of Europe. The 5 villages of Thira, Oya, Imeravigli, Forostafani, and Akrotiri sit atop the caldera, and offer spectacular views into the crater created from a 16th century volcanic eruption. What remains is an incredible sight and a magical setting for island hikes, infinity pools, luxury hotels, cliff-top wineries, and dreamy sunset dinners. Even you are not one of the most romantic people on the planet, there is no way to not feel that mysterious power that hypnotizes the crowd when it is time for the sunset. People from all over the world are gathering at Agios Georgios Castle with their cameras, in order to enjoy the view. Some of the famous activities are hang out at the beaches, Museum of Prehistoric Thira, hike from Thira to Oya, visiting the Akrotiri Lighthouse and sailing trip. Galway, Ireland. Galway has everything you could ever want in an Irish city. It's a perfect base for exploring the region, has a lively nightlife with many pubs playing traditional Irish music. Latin Quarter is the cultural heart of the city. It's full of shops and pubs, and there are usually buskers performing here. It's the best place to wander and get a feel for the city, day or night. Don't miss the Spanish Arch, an 18th century arch that was once part of the city's walled fortifications. If you want to understand what life was like for a 19th century citizen of Galway, visit the Glengowla mines. This museum is built on the site of a silver and lead mine, so visitors can take a mine tour, watch a sheepdog herding demonstration, pan for gold, and learn how traditional peat houses were made. The Cliffs of Moher are among Ireland's most dramatic sights, towering over 700 feet high and stretching for 5 miles along the coast. Galway is an obvious starting point for a visit. Nestled at the base of Druckridge Mountain and along the shore of Lough Pollacapel in Connemara, Kylemore Abbey is one of the most iconic attractions in Galway. It is also one of the most beautiful castles in Ireland. And no visit to Ireland is complete without spending a half day to the castle ground. Istanbul, Turkey. People come for the monumental historical sites, but leave in awe of the markets, street culture, neighborhoods, and incredible Turkish cuisine. Coveted by empires across the centuries, straddling both Europe and Asia, Istanbul is one of the world's great metropolises. Founded around 1000 BC, the colony of Byzantium grew into the Byzantine Empire's great capital of Constantinople, and after the Ottoman conquest of the city, retained its glorious place as the heart of the empire. The city is liberally scattered with glorious remnants of its long and illustrious history, and the tourist attractions here will impress even the most monument-weary visitor. As well as the Big Four tourist spot, the Hagia Sophia Mosque, Topkapi Palace, the Blue Mosque and Grand Bazaar, leave enough time to explore the other sites. Although many of the most popular and best places to visit are located in or near the old city district of Sultanahmet, there is a dazzling array of other things to do throughout the farther reaches of the city.